Body language expert Patti Wood, who's the author of Snap, Making the Most of First Impressions, Body Language and Charisma, is joining us again here on the program. Patti, welcome in. Good to have you today.
Nice to be here. Interesting story
All
today.
right, I know you. It is. I know you looked at all the videos. So tell us what you noticed. First, we'll start with this sort of extended 15-second handshake. And Trump, kind of repeatedly pats Xi's arm and his shoulder.
Yes. In this particular handshake, that's a control move, because if you have your second hand, one that's not shaking hands, on the shoulder, you're allowed to move and manipulate. It shows I have the power and control to move you where I want you to go. And you notice he grips his fingers, Trump's fingers go tightly in, showing how much his desire to move Chairman Xi is.
And they sort of both mirror, in a way, their posture while they're standing side by side. We have them at the Great Hall of the People. That was one interaction. But even if we go a little deeper, let's talk about Xi Jinping. He seems composed. And right here in this image, what would you say the power dynamic here is in front of the cameras?
Okay, so notice that Chairman Xi is leading and shaking hands in this particular interaction, but also notice how both of them are matching and mirroring the left arm down and at the side. Now, typically that means close to the side, that they're feeling a little bit tense in a particular situation, because the arm just naturally lifts up and goes away from the side when somebody's fully relaxed. Here, instead, we see tension.
Interesting. And the beautiful Monica Crowley there, who's always at most of these events, chief of protocol there, kind of guiding it. It's always wonderful to see how these are executed, because we know that they know the world is watching. So when you look at meetings like this, they're talking a lot behind closed doors, but there is this nonverbal signal. And is there anything you can look at a body language expert and say, you know what, their talks are tense because it's showing tense outwardly in some of these, or the talks are great because President Trump here, I mean, he's kind of a little bit more casual there. He's kind of nodding. And is there any takeaways from behind closed doors when you look at them here with their body language as they walk right here?
Well, as they're walking together, notice they're not quite side by side, and Trump is taking the lead here. But also interesting, you notice how their steps are matching? The length of the stride is matching. But again, Trump is in the lead. Normally, in terms of protocol, Chairman Xi would be in the lead since he is the host. So that's interesting. That gives you a great insight in Trump's desire to take a lead.
One of our experts who we speak to, China expert Gordon Chang, talked about how ambitious this was for President Trump, because this is Xi's domain, right? He's going into China. It is, where, Xi has obviously necessarily, the comfort of knowing, everything that's happening as well. And President Trump going into it was saying this is going to be a great meeting, and really kind of exuberant. Here he is walking behind one of the vehicles here as he approaches him on his home turf. Tell us what you'd be looking for and what you saw that was noteworthy.
Okay, two things. First of all, the car did not pull up in its normal position. And that was a sign of disrespect by Chairman Xi, because normally the car pulls up so that the political leader that's being the guest only has a step or two to greet. In this case, the limo was parked far away, and Trump had to walk by less powerful people all the way to the chairman to greet, which made him look less powerful. See, he's even going on the other side of the car.
Yeah.
And then let's break down the actual handshake, because Chairman Xi, see how he's lifted up the handshake and coming downwards? That's a power move. And then you see Trump pat the hand. That says non-verbally, bad boy, bad boy. It's a punishment move and a power move. But then he softens it and pats more lightly to say, okay, you're not letting go. We're having a little bit of a handshake struggle here. I was patting to make you let go. You didn't. So let's be friends. I'll pat lightly. Does that make sense? It's a real little battle showing up.
It makes so much sense, but I wouldn't have known it if we didn't have this conversation. Fascinating stuff, and I know our viewers are enjoying it as well.
Information. truth is freedom, is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.